Welcome back to the Caffeinated Weebs Podcast. This is Ep.9, where we are watching and reviewing Ninja Scrolls. Right? Ninja Scrolls or Ninja Scroll?
It's Ninja Scroll.
Alright. I am one of your hosts, Shawnee095.
I am Sasha's Streams.
I'm Danby TV.
And I'm Zombie Jaw.
And we are going to try to fix our scuffed way of presenting/reviewing anime this episode. So let us know how we do, please. It'll help a lot. And on that note, I'm going to say it. Let's get right into it.
This movie's kind of fucked.
Oh, hold on. Warning, this movie does contain graphic sexual violence, blood, and gore. Epileptic seizure warning. There are severe screen flashes throughout the entire movie. So,
yes.
Watchers beware. Viewers beware.
Watch at your own risk. If you end up watching this on YouTube, I am going to also put in the description timestamps for the flashes. So if that helps, please take note if you need it. All right, and let's get right into it. Yep.
So let's be real. This was one badass way to start the movie. You got right into a little bit of action. You see a wandering vagabond crossing a bridge. I mean, this is the shit you hear people talk about, dude.
That's the
like when they think about samurais, they're like that dude wandering, looking badass with his sword. Hell yeah, dude! This was
like fucking Yojimbo.
I mean, but like the thing is, like, who messes with the random person with a sword? Like, do you really want to mess with the dude that's got like, who's literally just walking by himself? He's got a sword on his back, just trying to enjoy a meal. Come on, you don't mess with that man. You do not.
Well, but okay, he messed with them first. And he's already made that clear. He actually blocked them from making money because he was hired to stop them. And he made less than them. And to show you what type of shit you're already getting into, what does this movie do? The one dude that stops him has a gun in his hand, and you find out it's a fucking suit.
Yeah, that was pretty strange.
Cool.
And then he jumps out and you see he had a gun, and he's like a midget. I'm sorry, a little person. Sorry.
Yeah,
we gotta be politically correct.
Oh, fuck that.
He's a short little person with big belly.
But dude, that was, I was not expecting that though.
No, I was not expecting that either.
That was pretty crazy and pretty sick. I was pretty drawn in from that.
It also showed off his badass skills with his blade too. He whooped the other two dudes. He didn't kill anybody, mind you. The other guys are unconscious, and with that same strike, he destroyed the dude's gun. Like, I'm gonna let you live, but don't mess with me.
And because he did, or he could, because he fucked some bitches up later.
Oh hell yeah, and to really set the stage. I mean, and okay, I'm sorry. To even better than that, after that, what do they go to for the opening scenes? You got the dudes riding the horses, like just looking badass. They got their masks up and shit. I'm sorry, dude. That was like, I'm just watching this like, holy fuck, hell yeah, dude.
It's evoking a lot of traditional Japanese filmmaking, which is like
the art style. Okay, just for a second. Speaking of that, the art style. Some of the characters, I mean, you don't see art style like this anymore. Let's be real.
It's sad.
With a lot of character designs.
I will say with the different characters though, is like each one was extremely diverse in their design making.
Mm-hmm.
Like they look like they come from different walks of life. Like there's no real connection between each character. I feel like one looked like he was basically like a noble. Another one was like a random like I want to say monk type person, the rock dude.
Mm-hmm.
If I can weeb out, film weeb out here for a second.
Go for it, dude.
Definitely.
I fucking love the way that they do this. It's from a kind of technique that Akira Kurosawa himself used. He would have a an actor, develop a visual kind of tick or like way of movement, so each and every character was immediately recognizable. Like you don't have to see their face, you can just see them walking and know who that is. Like making each individual character just their own person fully. Oh, it's beautiful. A Borg.
So
Yeah, sorry.
I guess we also kind of forgot to mention. So the wandering vagabond, the badass with the sword at the beginning, is your main character, Jubei Kibagami. Okay, so
Yeah.
he's who we're kind of venturing with. One of the people that we're venturing with throughout this entire movie. And I gotta say, my character, that the Jubei character, the name honestly derives from this dude, because this is one of the first animes that I've watched.
I figured because I figured that as well, because I do remember also looking back at your profile picture from Jubei. It's him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're good. I made the connection.
Yeah. It's kind of funny that it's one of those things like, hey, this guy's familiar. I saw it somewhere.
I know I've seen that shit before.
Which, it's funny though, because the and I'll have to see if I have them still, but the pictures that I drew of the Jubei character actually was more styled after Majuro, the blind samurai.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously he wasn't blind, but the long face.
Yeah.
But he was blind.
Oh yeah, no, he was.
Meaning the character Jubei wasn't blind.
Oh yeah,
Anyways,
Jubei
moving
wasn't.
on. That's like
Gotcha.
nothing to do with this. It's just a lot of that. I was just saying was inspiration from this.
I was just like, wait a minute.
Who are you?
Oh fuck, this file's 39 gigs actually.
What? Boy, what the fuck?
Sorry.
You figured it out yet?
It's almost done.
Dude, that's fucked.
So to really set the stage for what's going to be one of the main reasons why everybody's curious of everything going on, one of the and we don't find this out till later, his name, but Shijima is apparently has some puppeteering that he can do. And I don't know how he puppeteers this. It looked like it was like, okay, going to that one ninja anime that I can't pronounce.
Naruto.
Thank you. I was waiting for some. I was looking at Dan. I thought Dan was going to say it.
Naruto.
But I forgot his name. The dude that can control people with through the shadows.
I thought it was
Shikamaru.
Oh,
I kind of got an idea that he was doing something like that. Because like he was controlling the body. She was dead. She was already dead, and it gave fair warning to everybody. Like, hey, this is basically saying, oh, everybody's dead. They're all dead. There's a plague. Just scare everybody out of this city.
Whoa.
Yes. Which I was thinking about. I didn't understand it first, and it wasn't until you see him fighting later on. Which again, we'll go into that later. But he uses the shadows a lot, so that's when it clicked with me, dude. It's like in that one anime.
It's the one.
I will eventually get it. Leave me alone.
It's like one of my ninja anime.
Like one of them Naruto's.
Okay, now what you know from that anime. Tell me there's not characters in this that you see from that anime. Now you got to ask yourself, did they get any inspiration from this?
Probably.
I wouldn't be too surprised. Thinking back, I don't think there's anyone with rock skin.
No, but you got
the shadows.
Mushizo.
There's
the dude with the bees.
Yeah.
Okay, now change the bees to ants.
They stole that from
It's just insects in general.
Oh yeah, insects in general. Benny Sato with the snakes.
Orochimaru.
Vagina.
I don't remember. Was there somebody with explosives?
Yes, the clay. The clay.
You think about Megumin, dog. Is that her name? I mean,
even with Dakwan.
Megumi, Jesus from Konosuba, son of a bitch. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But no, I was just saying, even with Daquan, like you see later on, like okay, and I know we're really jumping ahead of ourselves. When he first
You're good,
bumps
you're
into Shijima,
Who fucking cares about like exactly the direction we're taking? Remember, we're doing this our way now. We're changing we're changing our method.
Our ninja way.
unscuff our scuff.
We're trying to unscuff our scuff.
But when Daquan first fights Shijima, or well, when he bumps into him and he shoots the claw at him, and like he kind of like disguises himself as part of the tree.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of that. I mean, like I kind of wonder if, like, and I really want to look up an interview to see if they even mention this, but I kind of wonder if some of this was like inspiration. Because, like, come on, going on the side here, I mean, you can't watch My Hero Academia and not think that they got some inspiration from Marvel and whatnot.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like, well, I mean, like, that's what it is.
And he's mentioned in interviews that like
going hardcore.
He's
like, no
straight,
shit, Josh.
Like he's mentioned in interviews that he's straight up like Spider-Man is his favorite Marvel hero.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize. I did forget about that interview. My apologies.
Josh, what have I said about? What have I told you about saying sorry and shit?
Sorry, not
But
sorry.
you were a weeb.
But
yeah. Anyways,
I mean, it's. I mean, I don't know. I was just back then. Obviously, I wasn't thinking like this when I first saw it because that anime didn't even exist.
Yeah.
Back in them good old days.
Did I say right?
Naruto.
You know, fuck it. That anime.
Naruto.
When did that shit start airing?
Naruto?
Naruto?
It was, I want to say
2005.
2009?
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
That was 2005.
Was that localization or was that release though? The animation, the early animation looks like it might be before that.
Shippuden adaptation was 2007.
It was 2005.
shit.
I was about to say, I want to say it's earlier because the animation looks a lot older.
Original run of the manga started in 99. Original run of the anime started in 2002.
So that makes a lot more sense because that was
goddamn. That shit started when I was 7 in the anime form.
Wow. I want to say that apparently I have found out. This is off topic, but I've apparently found out that there is an argument in the Japanese community about whether or not the dub or sub of King of the Hill is better.
Oh my god!
Well, clearly the dub.
Oh,
dude.
no.
People say that the Japanese
Tell
dub
me right now,
First
you
dub.
don't want to hear in Japanese. Dang it, Bobby.
I do.
Dang
I
it, Bobby.
really do.
Dang
I'm
it,
looking
Bobby.
I'm looking it up.
Oh my god!
No, the question is, do we listen to this on stream or do we? Or I'm sorry. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm going to say on stream. Fuck it.
Just do it.
Or
Just do it.
do
Go
we?
for it. Maybe
Okay.
people probably get a kick out of it too. Let's hear King of the Hill in Japanese. Let's hear some Hank. Let's hear some Bobby. I want to hear Boomhauer in Japanese. Damn, man, I'll tell you, I put that burrito on the wall.
Give me 1 sec.
Oh
my god!
Drop the link. Yes, thank you, Dan.
See, that's why it's a big debate.
Interesting. So, back to our regularly scheduled program.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. I was expecting them to at least talk faster, but aside from that, holy
They
shit.
do talk pretty fast.
Well, I meant like I
No,
thought he
but
was
like
going to talk
Boomhauer,
faster than
though.
everybody. Because like that's one of those things where like it didn't translate well
No.
how
Yeah.
fast he talks because his accent and everything. So, but all right, going back into Ninja Scroll.
Completely off topic.
And like we were saying before, the different characters in, the first one that everybody obviously encounters after, with everybody going to go search the village for, to see what the source, it was the source of the infection, if I'm not mistaken, right? Is that why they sent them?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so, but it was badass because like they're sitting there, that was the, like I said, the feudal Japan raccoon. Or
I believe you mean Raccoon.
The name's Raccoon,
Raccoon,
and
I
it
like
rhymes
that.
with Doom.
Dude, his weapon. Holy fuck, that thing had to be heavy.
Yes,
Boom.
that
Did you see
weapon.
this? I mean, holy shit! And the accuracy he had with that thing.
Just whip that bitch 3 times across the forest. Like it's nothing.
I mean, as you see,
Shit,
you fuck up
going
with
right through
catching
limbs
that
and
once,
shit.
dude. Like it was yeah, like you said, it was destroying entire fucking trees, dude. And he and his exact precision with it. And I mean, like when you see, he's like he didn't kill Kagero. He didn't kill her. I mean, she wishes.
He needed
She
someone
wishes.
to send a message. Wait.
Oh, dude, there was no sending a message. He was going to kill her when he was done.
Oh yeah.
Yep, never mind.
And this is where we talk about it getting graphic, like really sexual violence. Like this was bad. And what's worse is
0 to 100 real quick.
And what makes it worse as well? Oh no, dude. Okay, but we forgot the first like real graphic scene. Now, like this was one that I feel like. When he rips Hansa, was it Hansa, right? He rips his arms off. She's already freaking out because like, oh my god, he ripped his arms off, and he looks her right in the fucking eyes and starts drinking his blood. I was like, this guy's fucking cold, dude.
This dude's fucking out.
He's fucked.
He lost it.
That was Like I remember, I was young when I was really young when I watched this. Like I was not the appropriate age to be watching this.
Not at all.
Yeah. And I'm like, and this is before I didn't even know there was any like of the nudity in it. All I remember seeing that I was like, oh my god, because like
there's more than nudity. It's fucking
holy shit.
And then he fucking shoves the girl's fucking face in his mouth.
What's worse is Jubei was there the whole time. He was just watching.
Yeah, he's just chilling.
I kind of wonder, was he watching? Okay. Let's be real. Do you guys think he was watching, or do you think he fell asleep there?
No, he was going for that voyeur shit. He was going for that voyeur shit.
He fell asleep there, woke up to just some dude sucking on another girl's like fucking face.
And everything else.
Yeah, and everything else.
All he saw was, please do it.
I mean, I think it was when he saw him sucking her face. He's like, "All right, this is just fucking wrong." Like, look, let's get like this is just this is too much, dude.
Tongue literally along every fucking.
I'm sad.
It wasn't until I didn't know better then, but I know better now. There are 2 scenes, and I won't go in detail on this because I know we probably don't want to draw too much attention to it. But there are 2 scenes that nowadays I think about and I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking graphic as hell. And I don't think we might not see it even in anime today. One was when he spreads her legs when he's licking her. And 2, the hidden snake later in the
oh yeah, just straight up fucking
that pussy snake.
No, I meant like when the snake came out, 1, you obviously got an idea where it came from. 2, it had a thick white viscous all over.
Oh yeah,
that's what I was like. That's a little graphic, dude. Like I was like, holy shit! And then she made it worse. She's like, oh yeah, and her bite is the worst. I'm like, damn, dude.
Her bite hit different.
Dude.
Oh my god.
When are we doing that podcast about being disgusted and stuff through an anime? And, you know,
this is gonna be added to it.
I'm adding this scene and this scene and this scene. Fuck it, I'm putting the whole movie in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure fucking Raccoon got off on it, so whatever.
I mean, he did.
Later. You know he did.
When
he got his rocks off, all right.
No. She got his rocks off.
She got his rocks.
Fuck hell, dude.
That means 2 things because she poisoned him.
Gave the Raccoon the fucking sexually transmitted poison.
I gotta say, I gotta say, and this might even turn into an interesting like discussion for like a later episode, but something you watched when you were younger that you watch again now and you see it in a different light. I watched this when I was younger, and now that I'm more mature, I see the whole story in you go fuck yourself in a whole different light.
I appreciated Dragon Ball way better at watching it as an adult than I did when I was a kid.
I mean, like, when I was young, I was like, oh, this is cool. But now that I'm actually taking in the story, I'm like, holy shit. The severity of Kagero and, like, her lifestyle. I mean, does she train this? Like, is she sitting there just like, fuck it, I'm going to bathe in poison today?
Yes, I'll just
today is the day I'm going to bathe in some poison.
Like, how does she, like, I mean, like, you really asked, like, how do they train for that? How do you, like
yeah. How do you get your body to
poison
literally,
yeah, poison straight from the gooch, and then you're not affected by it?
And then how was it Daquan? I keep saying Daquan. I feel like I'm saying his name wrong. The monk.
Now another question is, and I know we're literally about to get into it. How do you also train your body to suck out poison from the gooch as well?
What do you mean suck out poison? No,
that was the cure. That's the cure.
No, it wasn't. It was her in general. It wasn't her in general.
Oh, it's poison with poison. It wasn't sucking out.
He just kissed her. He just kissed her, and that was it. Like, that's why she fell in love with him, because he treated her like a woman. Whereas everybody else is treating her like, hey.
Dude.
Well, I'm not going to go there, but you know what I'm saying,
The other fucking one where he, like, the dude just talking to her while he's just, railing this fucking woman.
Yes. Dude, the look on her eyes, like, I've seen some shit tonight, all right? And then she's got to sit there and, like, let's be honest. This dude gives zero fucks because he did not slow down.
Yeah, no,
he's like, oh, hey, what's up?
And then for a second, he was like, oh, it's you. And then just right back.
Oh, I forgot, you guys can't hear me clapping.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Ow, fuck, I just like too hard.
Like,
dude, he's just fucking going at it, and this is like, I don't need this tonight. I gotta go.
She looked at him with such disgust too. She was not having. She looked at him with such disgust.
Well, he got his come up and.
Oh yeah, he did. Despite watching it when I was younger,
I'm sorry.
I thought there was gonna be a different. Oh my god!
He used Rock Blast.
Sorry. God, these fucking puns are killing me.
You love me, baby.
Alright, so let's continue. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I mean, what's some scenes that you guys enjoyed? Not
I don't really enjoy.
Well, okay, so like when you say not the obvious ones, are you talking about like mainly the fights?
It was a joke. It was a joke, meaning like not the sex scenes. Obviously, no. I will say right now, despite the joke there, no, I did not like the scene with Kagero. That was really fucked up, and I kind of wish she had done something sooner, because I was like, you got to be shitting me. But she knew what she was doing. I will say she knew what she was doing because she was poisoned. I'm not saying it's right. You will never see that nowadays, though. No, I'm just kidding.
That was disgusting, to be honest.
Okay. It didn't actually happen. Okay, but you get what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah. Don't
Honestly,
you bring Naofumi into this shit. Naofumi's a good boy.
I really enjoyed just the art style overall, like it's especially in just scenes that you'd expect, they just kind of cut corners, but like in the hot springs, that was really well done. Like all of the background just seemed alive. It seemed like a forest. It was just way more done than it needed to be, and I very much enjoyed it.
For sure.
Something that I wish I kind of would have watched this. I know it probably wouldn't have been much better in the sub, but I feel like it would have been like I don't know. I just really don't care for English voice acting in these old movies, to be honest.
I will say, and I did mention this to Josh prior to, there was actually a difference in like lines as far as like the sub versus the dub. He makes some joke about like his snack in the in the sub, but in the dub there's no joke about that. It just kind of gets in straight into the seriousness.
Well, while he was eating his
There's-
jelly donut.
Yeah, his jelly donut. Yeah,
Fuck, dude, that's such a. I love
His rice flavored
localization.
jelly donut.
I love localization. It's awful.
but
I mean,
it was just
I will
something I noticed,
say-
like, because I started with the dub, and then I was like, oh wait, let me try this one out, and yeah, so yep,
Yeah.
you're good to go.
Who up?
I don't know. That's it.
I was just mentioning something. Sorry,
I was just mentioning that, like,
favorite
aside
characters?
from Jubei and the obvious
You son of
being
a
the
bitch.
obvious.
I
But-
kind of like Daquan because he's a fucking asshole. He's just a fucking asshole, and he loves it. He's
He
like,
really
whatever.
is. Yeah, because like
He's a
even at the end, he's
spy.
just like, I've got my gold, and oh, I was just gonna end up killing you anyways. I was like, wow, fucking dick.
I mean, Tokugawa spy. Fair enough, I suppose.
Nah, fuck that bitch. Fuck
I
that
gotta
one.
say, I gotta say, Mujiro would be my other one, only because I don't know. He seemed like he had more honor amongst him than the others when it came to fighting Jubei.
No, and I'm sorry. It's been a while since I listened to the fucking names. Mujiro was the blind man, right?
Yep, the blind. Which, if you remember,
Okay.
he could have killed him outright. He saved his life so he could actually fight him.
Yeah, he wanted
Yes.
to fight, which is
Yeah.
sick. I love that kind of shit in animes. Like,
Mhm.
So,
no,
like, he's like,
you're mine, motherfucker.
he climbs up and he sees, I could have let go. I could have let you die. I saved your life. And, because when that broke while they were hanging off the side of the mountain, you thought, what the fuck could that have caught on? You just clearly saw it was barely holding onto a branch. That branch broke, and now
What else could have just saved their
exactly.
ass?
And then they get up there, and she was already ready. You saw she was ready. And I will say, this fight went bullshit because, and this has actually happened a couple times. You think about it, Kagero kept getting in the way. And it's like, dude,
Yeah.
fucking let him. And like he even said, "This is my fight. Get the fuck out of here." And she's
Very
like, "No, I've got to
dishonorable.
help you." And I mean, it was because of her.
I have to repay my debt. Yeah, it was.
She was,
Just cringy shit.
for lack of a better way of putting it, she was so suicidal, so willing to give her
Yeah,
life.
she was.
And it's like, dude, chill out. Like he's even like, "Bitch, stop it."
Well,
Like,
to be fair,
It's
up to
her
this
Nino way.
point- Fucking hell. It's up to this point, like, who has she served? Some asshole who actively doesn't give a shit about her has made her nothing but a poisoned bang thing, and just does heinous shit right in front of her like it's nothing. So I mean, to be fair, she ain't got much else going on.
To be fair.
well, yeah, she really doesn't. I
You're
mean,
not wrong.
although now after watching the movie, we now know he could have just kept poisoning himself and tapped that for all eternity.
Mhm.
Like, we're running low on poison. Can you get us some?
Hey man, I know this is kind of a weird ask, but got any more of those poison shurikens?
I gotta say though, I'm really disappointed. And okay, I would have loved to have seen this whole thing as a series. Like, I don't mean the series that came out. That didn't do it justice. The movie, but I would have loved to have seen this as this movie brought into a series, because I would have loved to have seen more of the characters. Like to get to see more of them, because like
Mhm.
you get a taste of each character. I mean, for fuck's sake, Yuri Maru, you didn't even get to see the dude fight. You knew he was,
And
like,
that
he
was
pissed.
that was his like sidekick, basically, right?
Well,
the-
yeah, pretty much. It was the dude with the
Yeah.
the thread,
Yeah,
kept electrocuting everybody.
Bang.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I would have liked to have
really
seen
didn't see
Benny
him
Sato
fight or
more,
anything.
because like seeing that she was how she could. You saw her true form when he was in the hot springs, but when they were in the temple, you saw that she had a completely different form. I'm like, dude, like that could have been another character that was drawn out immensely, and it would have been awesome to see.
Guys, my YouTube recommended is fucked now with Japanese Hank Hill. Sorry, off topic, but it's fucked now.
It's scuffed now. It's gonna be on forever. It's never coming off.
If you delete it off your history, it'll be gone.
No, it won't.
It won't.
It's truly gone from your soul.
So, but I don't know. I think it would have been cool to see like this, even if it was only a 1-season thing, but see some of the characters more drawn out. Get to see,
Yeah,
you know,
especially
more
like
fleshed out
Leonardo
with their
just
abilities.
gets fucking bodied. Like no build up really.
No.
It was just kind of like one fight after another constantly.
It feels like
Go ahead.
it's a good like from a movie perspective. The pacing is like fine, whatever. I guess I get it. You got to make it into a ship movie, but it more build up and character like development would have been amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it would have been a bit more adequate, but I mean, with them putting it into a movie format, they didn't have the time to do so.
For sure.
That's
That's
as
even
Josh
what I was
said,
gonna say,
if
yeah.
it was put into a series, it would have allowed them to actually have more character development, as well as just really like flesh out each character. Which, yeah, it would have been nice, but the way we got it was still pretty good because you did get like introduced in a bit of each one still.
Now, granted, with a lot of the fights being very small, and I will leave one block because I feel like this is going to be the biggest discussion of the fights. Aside from the final fight, which fight did you enjoy?
Shadow Boy.
The blind man.
I want to say B-Boy because it was kind of fun. It's kind of silly.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
The Rock Man. That fight.
I still like Shadow.
The fight.
But yeah,
after.
no. Yeah. The one at the wall.
Yeah, where he like legit stabs, like his own sword gets stabbed through his head and like,
which is fucking sick.
Yeah,
that
metal
metal
shit.
Yeah, I gotta say I agree. It's actually it's a tie for me between Raccoon. I'm gonna say Raccoon.
Raccoon.
And
the name's Raccoon, and it rhymes with
Raccoon soon.
Coming at you.
But again, like I said, Yurimaru didn't even get to fight because Zakuro, she fucking blew him up. And it's funny, you saw his arm go flying by the boat. I was like, I mean, like, dude, it was.
I want to be honest for a sec. Like, she like at the very start of the movie, she was like trying to get like laid with him and stuff. And for some reason, I was really thinking she was about to pick up that hand and do something like sexual with it. I was fucking please don't. And I'm glad she just hooked it in the water.
She was gonna pull some Kira shit from fucking JoJo's.
I honestly thought she was gonna do some shit, to be honest, dude. Because this movie, like, it wouldn't have surprised me. Like,
Kira Yoshikage just want a normal life, but I keep getting kink shamed.
I keep getting kink shamed for having hands in my sandwich.
That's one of the best fucking out of context JoJo memes. It's just
So, I gotta say, having watched this a couple of times, recently watched it a couple of times. With Zakuro, I kind of thought that when it came to it, I felt like the first time I was with you, I was like, "Oh, she really wants this dude." But after watching it the second time, I think she was just trying to confirm that he was sleeping with Genma.
Yeah.
Because she after that, she didn't give zero shits about him. She really didn't like, unless maybe it was jealousy and that's why she blew him up. Because it's like, Or maybe she wants Genma for herself.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
see.
I think she did it because he said she was like useless or something beforehand, and then I don't know. They probably like
I
kicked her
can't be
off enough.
useless if I'm the only one left.
yeah, I don't know. Then it could have been where she was just like trying to confirm earlier on that he was in fact sleeping with Genma. Because I mean, she even like shoved in his face that he sleeps with Benny Sato.
Yeah. She just wanted to prove that she can ride dick better than him.
I mean, she even threw it in his face later. She's like, "Oh, I'll tell Genma in bed," and it's like, "Ooh, bitch!"
Yeah.
Like,
Bitch.
Kitty's got claws.
Oh, God.
Bitch, come at me again. I see what happens.
Try me, bitch.
Oh God. No,
So-
but I mean, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I don't know. So like with the Shadow Boy, the first encounter, like you were talking about in the forest earlier, like with him like hiding on the basically in the shadows of the trees and shit was kind of dope. But it was really the second fight where the tone shifted to that afternoon sunlight or like late day sunlight. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
That was it set the mood for the fight and everything. It was great. I don't know. No. That is one thing I will say about this movie. All the tone shifts throughout it were perfect.
Nothing felt so like out of the place, jarring. Like, what the fuck? How did we get here?
hmm There was a clear progression through the days that led up to the end.
That's what we like to call good fucking continuity.
So, is there anything else anybody want to discuss about it?
We should probably all give like a rating of what we thought
Oh, no,
about it.
hold on. I had more to go with it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I should
okay.
have said because like what I was
I
going to
was
say
about to
is
say, like,
like
I feel like this has only been like 30 minutes or so.
40.
Oh, okay. That's actually
Okay,
not
so
bad.
what I was going to do is with your rating, I was going to say for us to change it up just a little bit, let's go with your thoughts as you were going through it, what you were expecting in the beginning, the outcome, and basically your own mini micro review of what you thought about it and whether you recommend it or not.
Okay. I guess who's going first with this then?
I can go first, so you guys can put thought into it. I guess that I don't want to seem like
Oh yeah.
I'll go last or anything because obviously I've seen this a few times. I will say, like
Yeah.
I said, coming back from it when I was younger, I knew what I was getting myself into. I will say, coming back to it, I also was kind of mixing some of the scenes up with the series, which I'd say if you want to see Jubei further on, I would say watch it, but I wouldn't say that it's better than the movie whatsoever.
Okay.
But coming back to it, it was great. I enjoyed the action in it. It seemed shorter than I remember. Because like I'm thinking, oh, it's a movie. I mean, I feel like the scenes progressed fast. The fight scenes were not as long as I thought they would have been. Overall, I did enjoy it. The what character development you did have. Jubei did shock me quite a bit with some of the decisions he made. He wasn't like in other ones where the main character is just this sex hungry bastard. So it was cool to see how his character developed. The fight scenes were great, aside from some very, very graphic scenes, which I wouldn't recommend for anybody. But that part, but other than that, the overall the movie itself, I would highly recommend. I did enjoy it. The art style, the character development that was there, the overall story was great. And it ended with a very badass. Which now that I think about, it, we didn't touch on the last scene. Was very badass.
Murder.
So,
Wait, what was the last scene?
where he was fighting Genma on the burning ship, how he was basically whooping Genma's ass
Fucking
Okay,
At one point.
I'm sorry. I was
skull.
thinking like if you're saying last scene, that'd be like after the fight.
No, I meant like what I
Yeah.
meant was like the last fight. My apologies.
Yeah,
So the last
the
fight with
last fight
Genma.
was hella dope. Yeah, and he just kept on getting back up, and like, dude straight up headbutted him into like the ground. Like his like Gemma's
Into a
face was like,
bloody pulp.
oh my god, that shit. No, you shouldn't come back from that.
Oh my
But
god,
meanwhile,
he needs some milk.
But it was great because you also got to see him regenerate right there. And it was like, holy shit. Like, you're sitting there thinking, oh man, this might take hours or something. No, the dude just started getting up. Like, see, I fucking told you, bitch. He's like, let's go.
yeah,
And I will say, he only won because of dumb luck. Let's be real. If that
Yes.
gold hadn't melted, he would not have made it.
Yeah.
100%.
Which I'm
Yeah,
still
he-
surprised he got back up after he literally chopped him in half.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
That's
he cut his
Even
head
though he
off.
can,
Yeah, the original thing was that he cut his head off and he
yeah.
had the scar there. But apparently, whatever you throw at this man, he will come back.
So then the question
So, with the dumb luck of the gold melting and flooding the fucking ship,
Which is kind of cool. It's a cool visual. I like it.
well,
Yeah.
let me ask, wait, I don't remember. Did he actually put himself back together when he was cut in half? Or
yes.
okay, he did. Okay, so that's why I was like, wait a minute, did he? Or are we talking like Deadpool, where he just grows more legs or something?
No, he did not
Okay.
regrow. He reconnected
Baby
himself.
legs.
he's got a
Baby
severed
double
head.
legs.
So
He
where grew
reconnected
it?
his arm. He
It
he
literally
grabbed his
like-
arm off the ground, and he was just like, "Yeah, let me just," and it was back on.
Oh, right. Okay, I remember. My bad.
Yeah,
But yeah, you're
with
right,
the
Dan.
whole
Just the fact that he
face.
can like keep going after all that, like nothing. It's like, dude, you got to be shitting me.
yeah, but like I was saying, like with the whole gold thing, like yeah, that's straight up dumb luck. That, oh god, you're lucky that fucking gold has such a low melting point.
even
Like,
though
Jesus.
Yeah.
And even then, like, I don't think it should have melted still that fast.
Plus,
No,
the
I was
gold
questioning
doesn't
that too.
flow- It
I was
wouldn't
actually
flow
questioning
that fast either.
No,
It would
And-
flow like really hot magma kind of way, like really slow.
it takes a long time for it to get that fluidy.
Mhm.
Yeah, like very hot.
And on top of that, let's not
But-
forget,
Or, I
Jubei
mean,
has
real
to
high
have
fire. Well,
a really bad burn on his leg from being grabbed by.
Oh,
Good.
100%. Yeah,
At
So-
the end, I thought he chopped off his leg.
that should have basically like melted his skin.
Yeah. Oh, he probably.
so gold is actually a quite brittle material. I
Yeah,
believe it actually has a really low melting point.
yeah.
Remembering correctly. So it's
So like, getting
helpful,
to where it was that level of fluidity, I don't know about that.
but it's still a sick visual.
I don't know, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
If chopping him in half didn't kill him like that, I don't think the gold would kill him, to be honest.
Well, the thing is, the gold doesn't. It maybe not kill him, but it's melted to his flesh, so he cannot move very well. He's basically a solid block of gold.
Mhm.
True.
So he is at the bottom of that water, the body of water, still alive to this day.
Pretty much.
Like, could you imagine that, dude? I can imagine like they could have done something like later on. They find it and then like, I don't know, some like finds the like his in quotation statue, and then he kind of revives in a sense, like they like
Yeah,
well, let's melt the gold down. Then he just comes out of it all corpsey, like regenerates.
Oh God, that honestly, that's what I would think a sequel, like decent sequel bait.
I mean, he did tell his men, "Wait for my call, or I will call you someday."
Yeah, no, I mean that's a pretty good sequel setup. I don't know if there was one, but
No, there was no sequel. They did do a animated series, but that just followed Jubei. That wasn't anybody else from the movie. I don't remember if it was Daquan or somebody else that came in that was similar to him, but you did follow Jubei.
Okay.
So, but like I was saying, that is, with that note, I do highly recommend this. I did enjoy, coming back to it. It wasn't where it was nostalgia goggles, and I was like, "Oh, this movie fucking sucks." Later on,
Like watching the prequel movies.
So I don't know who wants to go next, but yeah, I do recommend.
So gold has like a melting point. I think it's either 219. Is that?
That's not too bad for a fire. That hell, the laminator that I work with.
I'm sorry, no, it's 2,000 degrees.
Okay, I was about to say because the fucking laminator that I work
Fahrenheit.
with, it burns hotter than that.
No, but
And
I
it's
guess
actually 1,948 degrees Fahrenheit, or 1,064 degrees Celsius.
Okay. For me, this movie is an easy recommend. It's beautiful. The visuals are, done in an old style, but it's honestly all the better for it. It's super detailed. All of the characters are handled with good care. Nothing is just kind of slapdashed in. Nothing feels rushed. It feels like it was given its time, and it was, produced with love, not just out of, oh, hey, let's localize this to make more money.
Sasha, 1 second.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, it's even with like most fires and coal,
You're still
it only
going on
gets-
about the gold?
yes,
Oh,
yes,
God.
it only gets up to roughly about 1,000 degrees. So
Bro, it's anime. It doesn't give
What
a...
about with
I
propellant?
They
know,
don't give a fuck.
I know, but I had to look. I had to look.
Okay, let's also put it
I'm
like
sorry.
this. This
It's
is
anime,
also a fire that was started by who exploding, and we don't know what type of
Gunpowder.
potency was behind that could have caused an even bigger fire.
I know.
And
I know.
this is in a world where ninja magic exists.
Oh yeah.
I know.
We're trying our
I needed to look. All right. I needed to know. All right. So please continue.
Wait a minute. Are you one of Genma's men? Is that why you're trying to do this?
Good job.
Are you
Good
waiting
move.
for his call? Are you like pissed off because you didn't get called?
No.
Maybe a little.
We're fucking onto you. Sorry, go ahead, Sasha.
Yeah, 8 out of 10. Good movie. Good watch.
Did you give a rating, Josh?
No.
What's your
I,
rating?
I would have to say, with liking it, I'd have to say I'm on par with Sasha. 8 out of 10. I wouldn't say it was a 10 out of 10. It was definitely worth the watch, but 8 out of 10 I think is a very fair assessment.
Okay. I guess I will go next. First looking at it, I didn't know what to think. I didn't think when I just heard Ninja Scroll, I was just like, I figured there's going to be something, obviously ninjas, of course, but like more or less some message that needs to get somewhere, basic type of thing. I was not expecting like fight after fight or magic or people that can literally come back to life from whatever. So it was a good and interesting story. Also was not expecting big rock man who just super thirsty.
He wanted Tindy milk.
Tindy milk.
Why was Jupiter
But-
called Ninja? He was bushy.
What? And yeah, no, it was actually pretty interesting, like especially since Jubei really didn't care to get into the fights. He wanted to just do his thing. He wanted to do Jubei, not be at the mercy of someone's beck and call.
I don't want to be a Tokugawa bitch boy.
Yeah, but motherfucker got poison him, and we gotta make him fucking do the help thing. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. The fights were hella dope. Magic was pretty cool. Shadow Man pretty cool. And yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a. I'm gonna say 7.5 out of 10. And I recommend.
Going into the specifics and shit.
Well, I mean, it's either gonna be 7.5 or it's gonna be 7. I mean, I thought it was really good, but me personally, I can't do 8.
You're gonna hate mine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, well, for me, I was disgusted with a lot of parts of the movie. Like,
Fair enough.
mainly, like, of course, that part we've been talking about over and over, where he like legit sucks on her face. The part where the snake crawls out. There's some part where he's like literally doggy style with another person, and then there's so many sexual scenes. It feels like they just had too much of it. And
Yeah,
then
be careful watching this around other people.
the fights, yeah, definitely. The fights were cool. Like mainly just for me, like I can't see like the flashing scenes and all that, so that kind of just loses points for me. The fights were cool. I didn't like the dub. Like I didn't get to watch the sub either, so I mean I would just assume that the sub would probably be a better way to watch in my opinion. I don't know. Like Sean also said, like stuff about scenes taken out. Might just
It's
be
not
worth
that there were
watching that
scenes taken out. It was just the
voice
the
lines.
the use of words was definitely
Use
changed.
of words. Oh
Localization.
Yep.
yeah,
Bad.
yeah. I didn't really know what to expect in going in. I kind of just went straight into it. I was just expecting ninjas fighting other ninjas. It was honestly not what I expected. I'm probably give it like a 4.5 out of 10, and I would recommend probably watching the sub, not the dub. But yeah,
All right, so we can probably go ahead and give this as a group a solid 6, I guess. Would you say?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Overall rating 6 out of 10. Still positive.
Good watch.
So you go watch. Just make sure that you are either alone and or with people that are not going to be like, "What the fuck are you watching?"
Make
type
sure
of
you're
thing.
old enough to watch this.
Jack it off, fuck
Yeah,
That too.
18.
We're not trying to kink shame, but this better not be a kink.
Don't get off to this.
Yeah, we ain't trying to be.
Wait, you know what?
Yoshihira Kira? Is that what it is?
Yoshikage Kira. Yoshikage Kira. Just want a normal life, but I keep getting shamed.
I will say we can say this is also very progressive for its time.
Yes.
There are gay ninjas, dude.
Hell
Yes.
And I'm not
Yeah.
saying that as a joke to make fun of it or bash it. I'm saying it's very progressive
No,
for the time.
it's just
like
yeah.
And especially coming out of Japan, that's big, dude.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because like at the time, I mean, like in Japan, you cannot joke like that. Like people will take it serious. They don't joke like that.
Yeah, they kind of got a thing.
So, who's gonna sign us off here?
All right. So once again, this has been the Caffeinated Weebs Podcast, episode 9, Ninja Scroll. Is it? Damn it! Is it Scrolls or Scroll?
Oh, scroll.
Ninja Scroll.
Singular.
Ninja Scroll. Fuck. Yes, Ninja Scroll.
Scuffed.
Always scuffed. This is. We're not even episode 10 yet. We're still scuffed. We have the right to be. You can find us on Twitter at Weebs Podcast. You can find us on YouTube at Caffeinated Weebs Podcast. You can find us on Twitch at Caffeinated Weebs Podcast. Once again, like I said before, I will make sure to add the timestamps for Ninja Scrolls. Damn it, Ninja Scroll. For the seizure moments. And I will also be putting our warning in the description below as well for graphic nudity from the movie, as well as just graphic scenes in general. And this is your warning. I have been Shawnee095. I am still Shawnee095. Fuck. You can find me at Twitter, Twitch, and someone else next, please.
I am zombie_Ja. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter. It's the same handle.
I am Sash's Streams. You can find me on Twitch and sometimes Twitter at Sash's Streams.
I'm DanbyTV. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter at the same handle.
And also, the podcast is live on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. I just had it up. Radio Public, Anchor, which is our distributor. Thank you, Anchor. Hey, I said Anchor, not Anchor. Fuck.
A lot of acres surrounding.
Overcast, Pocket Cast, and those will be in the description on YouTube, as well as commands on Twitch. So, yeah. Check us out. Give us a listen. Give us some feedback. We'd really appreciate to hear some. So, thank you for your time. This has been the Caffeinated Weebs Podcast. See y'all next time.
Have a good night.
Later.
Bye-bye.